Hello, students. My name is Mr. Ridgely from Salisbury University Physical Education, and I would like to welcome you. Today, we are going to work on our lesson of dribbling. Let's get started. What you'll need today is any sort of ball that you can dribble with your feet, whether that's a bouncy ball or a harder basketball, soccer ball, whatever works. A general space where you can move around and dribble. Some cones to mark us area if you can, and you'll also need a paper and pencil. For our instant activity today, to get up and moving, we'll have the practice of students will be able to perform basic flexibility skills using this or that flexibility game. Each slide will have questions for you students. Each one will have a matching with a certain exercise. And today, since it's St. Patrick's Day, we will have a special treat for you. To get started with our this and that, I'm going to have you clear out an area around you. This is going to be your stretching area, just so you can get ready. I'll wait a few seconds so that you can get set. All right, now that you got a nice area to stretch around with, if you are wearing green today, you can do the exercise on your left. And if you are doing no green today, if you're not wearing any green anywhere, then you can do the exercise on your right. The exercise on the left is a quad pull. You're going to reach back, grab your foot, and pull a little bit. You're going to feel it on the front side of your leg. It helps stretch out your quads. And on the right-hand side, if you're not wearing any green, you're going to pull up on your knee. You'll feel that in your leg muscles as well. All right, students, now you've picked either side. I want you to get ready and go. Good work. You want to make sure you hold each of those stretches for a few seconds before you release them. You want to feel a nice pull and a nice stretch. You don't want to pull too hard though. This is just to get you warmed up for our lesson today. Good work. Make sure to get both legs active in this time. We have about 10 more seconds. And stop. Good job, boys and girls. That was awesome. Hopefully we can get the groove going and get into our next one. This one will be, if you are on the left-hand side and you love cake, you can go for that one. And if you like the green cupcake on the right, you can go for that one. I want you to take a couple seconds and pick your favorite one, whichever looks the most tasty. All right. And for these exercises, if you chose the cake on the left, what you're going to do is the butterfly stretch. This is where you're going to sit down on your bottom. You're going to grab your feet and pull them slowly closer to you as best you can. This is going to help stretch out your inner portion of your leg towards your groin. And we're going to have you do that. And if you are picking the cupcake, you are going to do a leg extension stretch. You're going to put one leg out and you're going to lean towards that leg. And you're going to make sure to switch both legs so that they both get stretched out. Ready, set, go. Awesome work, everybody. Make sure you're stretching both of those legs if you pick the cupcake. You want to hold it for a little bit, and then you can pull back and relax, and then you can move on to the next leg. And same with the butterfly. You can pull those legs in for a little bit. Don't pull too far. Once you feel that stretch, you can hold it for a few seconds and then you can release and then go back to it. We have about 15 more seconds. Ready and stop. Good work. All right, now we're going to move into our next one. Do you like the St. Patrick's Day glasses with the clovers on them, or would you rather wear a top hat, a bright green top hat? This is a pretty tough one. You're going to have to pick one of them. Made your decision? Okay. If you chose the glasses, what you're going to do is you're going to do some toe touches. This is you're going to start up standing, and you're going to reach down as best as you can to your toes. If you can't touch your toes, that's all right, as long as you're getting a good stretch in there. That should work the back of your legs and get those nice and loose. And the next one is a leg pull, a standing leg pull. You're going to bring your foot up just a little bit, like you can see our Mr. Gant teaching in the GIF. You can pull up, and it will stretch out your back and your lower butt muscles. All right, and is everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to stretch these out for about a minute each. Good work. Make sure on those toe touches, you're slowly going down and stretching as you go. Hopefully you can go further and further each time. You don't want to jab down. You don't want to thrust down because that will hurt your back muscles. You want to just slowly work your way down to your toes. Okay, we got about 15 more seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, I believe we're working into our last one. Would you rather find a leprechaun out somewhere in the grass, or would you rather find a pot of gold? It's your choice. This one's going to be tough too. All right, now that you've made your decision, for this one, if you chose the leprechaun, you're going to do an arm stretch. This will work out your shoulders and get your arms nice and loose. And if you chose the pot of gold, you're going to reach up into the sky and bend off to either side. And that will work out your back, and that will stretch you out nice and good for all of our activities today. If you are ready, we can start in 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you're stretching out both sides. You want to work both arms or both sides of the back stretch. Either one, whichever one you're doing. Good work, boys and girls. Keep it up. We got about 15 more seconds. Get that last good stretch in. We're going to stop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. All right, it's time to move on. Today, what we are learning today is the skill of dribbling. What we're going to describe our objective as students will be able to tap a ball using the inside of their foot, sending it forward. Dribbling is an important skill to know because it allows you to move the ball down the field and maintain your possession in a game like soccer. It'll be a great skill to have, and you'll use it tons if you play sports. But before we get into dribbling, what we're going to do is our health-related fitness activity. This is our activity that will get our heart pumping, it will give us moving, and hopefully we'll get you tired at the very start of this. This will be great. So for our first activity, it will be the animal skills. Students will be able to perform box exercises, doing the goat climb, the cheetah feet, and the bunny jumps. And I want to say for this, you can work at a set of stairs, you can work outside on your porch, wherever you have somewhere where you can move your feet up just a little bit and shift some of that weight. So we're going to start with the goat climb in about 5 seconds. Ready and go. As you can see, you're going to step up on the stair and then step back down. You can speed it up if you want to do it faster. You want to make it harder. You can slow it down. You can take a nice little break. And if you have a whole staircase to climb, you can just climb on up those staircase and then walk right back down. Good work, students. Keep it up. This one's called the goat climb because goats climb everywhere. They're climbing on the mountains. They're climbing over fences. They're crazy, but we're going to climb just like them. Keep it going. We're going to go for another 30 seconds. Keep on climbing those stairs, whether you got 1 stair to work with or you got 10 stairs to work with. We're going to keep it going. Ten more seconds and then you can stop. All right, good work, boys and girls. Now we're going to move on to the cheetah feet. This one, you're going to need just 1 stair to work with. You're going to tap 1 foot on and bring your other foot up and tap the other foot on. And you're going to work that as fast as you can. We're working our quick muscles. We're going to try to be like cheetah and we're going to move fast. All right, this one will get you tired really quick. And what you can do is you can slow it down if you don't feel as comfortable with it, but you can also speed it up to make it a little more challenging. Get ready and go. Good work, students. Keep it up. You're going to be tapping as fast as you can if you want to make it more challenging. If you are not breaking a sweat, if you're not feeling that chest pounding, that's okay. But we want to get you there. If you need to take a break, that's all right. We only got about 35 more seconds. Keep on tapping those cheetah feet. We got 20 seconds and then we can take a break. Keep it going. And you can stop. Great work, boys and girls. Now we're going to move on to our bunny jumps. All right, this is our last animal skill. I want to ask you, please, if you are going to start out, you are going to start out on the floor. You can jump over a line. You can jump over whatever you can choose. Just make sure it's something low to the ground. We don't want you to get hurt. So we're going to start with the cues of bending your knees, lifting your arms way up in the air as you extend. And we're going to jump for height this time, all right? So we want you to first start off on the ground. We don't want you to jump on a stair, but if your parents are around and you can ask them if it's all right if you can jump up on a stair, because it will help you, but we also want you to be extra safe in doing this. Okay, now once you've found your spot to begin, we'll start in about 15 seconds. Get ready, students, and go. Good work, boys and girls. Keep it up. We're going to jump like a bunny, jump like a kangaroo. There's plenty of animals that do it. We can do it too. This one's a little more hard than the other exercises. So if you want to take a break, that's all right. Take a few minutes to catch your breath, relax a little, and then you can hop back into it. "30 more seconds. Keep it going." Awesome job. Only 3, 2, 1, and you can stop. Great job, boys and girls. I know that probably was really tiring. It was really tough, but that's all right. You did an amazing job. Now I want you to put your hand over your heart. I want you to feel, is that heart bumping? Is it bumping really fast? Are you out of breath? Are you breathing heavy? Because if you are, you did a great job, and that's exactly what we want. We want you to get moving. We want you to have a nice, healthy life by working out and using fitness as a means to do that. Good work. And now we are going to move into our activities for the day.
Hello, class. I'm Mr. Granger from Salisbury University, and today we're going to be working on the jungle dribble. So our objective is for you students to be able to dribble the ball into a wall, trapping the ball on the return with the bottom of your foot so that you can focus on the critical cues of dribbling, which are step next to the ball with your non-kicking foot, kick on the ball, and follow through the ball. And as you can see to the right, these are our critical cues for kicking. And in order to make the task easier, you guys can keep your eyes on the ball and increase the distance or use a bounce of your ball. And in order to make it more challenging, you guys can keep your head up when you're practicing the skill of dribbling with your feet. So I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to get your area ready. And then when you're ready, you can begin. So as you can see on the left, you can see Mr. Granger or me dribbling in my self space against the wall. So you can see on the top GIF, I'm using my left foot for dribbling. So I'm placing my right foot next to the ball and I'm kicking on the ball with my left foot and I'm following through. And then the bottom GIF, I'm kicking with my dominant foot, which is my right foot, and I'm placing my non-kicking foot next to the ball and I'm kicking on the ball and I'm following through. So when you guys are ready, you can begin. Ready, set, go. And for this activity, you should just be kicking with however you feel or dribbling with whatever foot you feel comfortable with. So we're going to do that for about a minute. All right, students, good work. Remember to use the cues of step next to the ball and kick on the ball and follow through. Going to be doing this for about 20 more seconds. Good work. About 10 more seconds. All right, stop. All right, students, I would like you to hold your equipment and keep your eyes on me, and we can take a break to regain our breath while we move on to the next progression in activity 1. And if you need to take a water break, that is also encouraged as well. And for Our next activity in activity 1, we're going to be dribbling with our dominant foot or our favorite foot. And I know for me, that's my right foot, and that's probably your right foot for most of you as well. So whenever you guys are ready, we can begin dribbling with our right foot. I'll give you about 10-second more break, and then we can begin. Ready, set, go. Now, class, when we're dribbling with our right foot, we want to make sure that we're placing our left foot next to the ball so we can maintain control and accuracy for dribbling. And then we want to kick on the ball with our right foot, and we want to follow through. Good work, class. And if you need to look at the practice GIFs, you can stop and take a look at those so you can see the cues for dribbling. We're going to be dribbling with our dominant or favorite foot for about 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds, class. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, students, I would like you to hold your equipment and take another break, and we're going to take a break for about a minute, and then we're going to get into our last activity. So if you need to take another swig of water, go ahead. It's key to stay hydrated. And remember the cues for dribbling: a soccer ball, or step next to the ball with your non-dribbling foot, and then kick on the ball with your dribbling foot and follow through the ball. So I have about 20 more seconds of rest, and then we're going to begin. Ten more seconds, class. All righty, now we're going to begin dribbling with our non-dominant foot, which will be the foot that you did not dribble with last time. So if you dribble with your right foot, now you're going to dribble with your left. If you dribble with your left, now you're going to dribble with your right. And when I say go, we can begin. Ready, set, go. So now if you're dribbling with your left foot, you want to make sure you're stepping next to the ball with your right foot, and you want to kick on the ball with your left foot and follow through with your left foot. And dribbling in soccer, like Mr. Ridgely said, is important because it helps you maintain possession and helps you move the ball down the field. So we got about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to take a break and move on to activity 2. About 20 more seconds, students. Everybody's doing a great job at practicing dribbling, and everybody's using the critical cues exceptionally well. So about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, students, I would like you to hold your equipment. Everybody did a great job, and now we'll be moving on to activity 2. And activity 2 of jungle dribbling, our objective is to dribble the ball in a straight pathway or just in your general space, but we want to be moving while we're dribbling. And we're going to be, again, tapping the ball with the inside of our foot, sending it forward, using this cues of step next to the ball, kick on the ball, and follow through the ball. And we're going to be dribbling with our dominant and non-dominant foot again. And to make this easier, you can decrease the distance and keep your eyes on the ball while you're dribbling. And to make it more challenging, you can increase the space that you're dribbling in and try and keep your head up. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to get your area set up, and then we're going to begin. All right, students. So we're going to begin activity 2. So as you can see in the GIFs to the left, I'm dribbling in a straight pathway using my non-dominant and dominant foot with the critical cues of stepping next to the ball, kick on the ball, and follow through the ball. And to start off, you can dribble with any preferred foot and just your open space however you want to, but focus on keeping control of the ball and the cues of dribbling. So you can begin when I say go. Ready, set, go. Good work, class. Remember to be using the inside of your foot for dribbling. If this is too challenging for you or too tiring, you can go back to what we were doing in activity 1 and dribbling the ball off the wall. But the main focus of this is to maintain control while dribbling using the cues for dribbling. So we're going to be dribbling the soccer ball for about 20 more seconds. Great work. You only have 10 more seconds, students. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, students, hold your equipment. And now we're going to take a little break again. And I would just like to review that the main cues for dribbling are step next to the ball with your non-kicking foot, kick on the ball, and follow through the ball. And so now we're going to be moving on to activity 2 in about 30 more seconds, and we're going to be dribbling with our dominant foot. And I know my dominant foot is my right foot. So if your dominant foot's your right foot, you'll be kicking with your right. But if it's your left, you'll be kicking with your left. So about 25 more seconds, and then we'll begin. About 10 more seconds, students, and then we'll begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And students, you should begin dribbling with your dominant foot. Great work, students. Everybody's doing a great job remembering the cues of dribbling. And if you need to take a break, you can check the practice GIFs, and you can see that the bottom GIF on the left-hand side of your screen is the one where I'm dribbling in a straight pathway using my dominant foot. And as you can see, I'm contacting on the ball with the middle of my foot with the inside of it, and I'm stepping next to the ball with my non-dominant foot, or the foot that I'm not dribbling with. So we're going to be dribbling for about 20 more seconds. About 10 more seconds, students. Everybody's doing a great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, students, I would like you to hold your equipment and have your eyes on me, and we're going to be doing our last progression for activity 2. But first, I would like to give you guys a break because I know you guys are working very hard and it could be tiring. And like Mr. Ridgely said, physical activity is a good way to increase our cardiovascular endurance like we were doing in the health-related fitness activity. So if you put your hand over your heart, you should feel it beating, and that's good for circulation and to get your blood pumping, which is one of our main goals. So about 15 more seconds, and we're going to start on our last activity. So finally, students, you should begin dribbling with your non-dominant foot, which would be your left foot, or for some of you could be your right foot. Just dribble with whatever foot you did not dribble with last time. And we're going to be doing that for about a minute. And remember using the cues of stepping next to the ball, kick on the ball, and follow through the ball. And if you want to make it more challenging, you can increase the distance that you're dribbling and try and keep your head up. But if you want to make it easier, you can decrease the distance that you're dribbling and you can keep your eye on the ball. But the main point is to work on dribbling with the inside of our foot. So about 10 more seconds, class. Alrighty, students, I would like you to hold your equipment and we're going to take a short break. And now we're going to be moving on to activity 3. So for jungle dribbling activity 3, we're going to try and dribble a ball in a zigzag pathway, tapping it with the inside of our foot, sending it forward. And again, we're going to be dribbling with our non-dominant and our dominant foot. And if you feel comfortable, you can try dribbling with both feet. And to make this easier, you guys can, again, decrease the distance and keep your eyes on the ball. And in order to make it more challenging, you can do more zigzags and try and keep your head up. But remember, we're going to be using the critical cues of step next to the ball, kick on the ball, and follow through the ball. So when I say go, students should begin dribbling. Ready, set, go. And you guys can be dribbling just in open space, just moving around, whatever you feel most comfortable doing. If you feel comfortable dribbling against a wall again, that's fine. But if you want to try dribbling in a pathway, such as a straight pathway or a curved pathway, you can. But just focus on the cues, which are stepping next to the ball, kick on the ball, and follow through the ball. So we're going to be doing that for about 30 more seconds. Great work, students. Everybody's doing a great job using the inside of their foot to dribble. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work, students. Now we're going to hold our equipment and take a short break while we prepare for the next progression in this activity. So for the next progression, we're going to try and dribble in a straight pathway and use the inside of our right foot. So we're going to be dribbling with our dominant foot again. So when I say begin, students can go or start the activity. Ready, set, go. Great work, students. Remember to be tapping the ball forward with the inside of your kicking or dribbling foot. So if you're dribbling with your right foot, remember to be using the inside of your right foot. And you want to place your left foot next to the ball. And this will help you maintain control of where you're dribbling down the field or in your open space. All right, students. So we're going to be dribbling for about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, students, now we're going to hold our equipment and we're going to take a short break while we progress to the next activity for jungle dribbling 3. So now we're going to be dribbling with our non-dominant foot, which would be the left foot, or if you dribble with your right foot or left foot last time, it would be your right foot. So I know for me, like I said, my non-dominant foot is my left foot. So for this part of the activity, we're going to be dribbling in a preferred pathway, whatever you feel comfortable, but we're going to be using our non-dominant foot. Ready, set, go. Great work, students. And if you want to make this more challenging, you can try and dribble in a zigzag or curved pathway, and you can increase the distance that you're dribbling. But if you need to make it easier, you can decrease the distance and keep your eyes on the ball. But the main focus is to dribble using the inside of your foot. Great work, students. About 35 more seconds. About 20 more seconds, students. Everybody's doing a great job using the cues for dribbling. Great work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, students, we're going to hold our equipment and take a minute break, and then we're going to start our last progression in activity 3. So for our last progression in activity 3, we're going to be trying to combine all of our dribbling skills and dribble with both feet. So what I mean by that is you're going to make contact with the ball with your right foot, and then your next dribble is going to be with your left foot. But if this is too challenging, you can just dribble with whatever foot you prefer. So about 25 more seconds and we're going to begin. "15 more seconds, students." All right, ready, set, go. And while we're dribbling with both of our feet, if you can, when you're dribbling with your right foot, remember to put your left foot next to the ball. And then you got to remember quickly when you dribble with your left foot to put your right foot next to the ball. And I understand that this may be too challenging for some students, so just dribble with your preferred foot and dribble in a preferred pathway. But if you want to make it more challenging, you can try dribbling with both feet in a zigzag or curved pathway using the cues of stepping next to the ball, kick on the ball, and follow through the ball. So we're going to be dribbling for about 30 more seconds. All right, students, great work. Hold your equipment, and that's the end of our activities for today's lesson of dribbling. So now for the review of our lesson, students are going to be using a self-evaluation sheet or a peer evaluation sheet if you want your parents to do it to assess your learning. So you can see we have a total number of, we have a dribble number, and then we have a total for controlled, and then we have a number for does not control. And you can fill this out more than once, but we just want to make sure that we're filling out how we were able to dribble the ball. And the preview for next class, what we're going to be doing is volleying a lightweight object, sending it upward. So what you're going to need is something like a balloon, or you can even use a ball of socks or like a scarf or a beanie, but we want to have a light object so we can work on sending the object upward. All right, thank you, class. This is a great lesson, and I look forward to seeing you next week for working on volleying.